Hey, RetconRaider here. Today's video is dedicated to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible. With special thanks to Revenant, Anerdinwarpaint, Antonio Hernandez, Matthew Holmquist, Nathan Welch Jr., and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, let's get started. And welcome back to Solasta, Crown of the Magister, or at least the latest early access build. We are, of course, still firmly entrenched in the ruins of this labyrinthine library, but I do believe we're pretty much done with the main chamber at this point, with the sole exception of this isolated alcove. Now, first I'll say I have actually found a reliable way to get out there, but I would like to note that I believe there are actually intended to be several ways out there, including spells like Spider Climb and the Jump spell. But in the current build, for whatever reason, a lot of those just aren't working properly. I can confirm that spells like Fly will indeed get the player out there, but require waiting until you're level 5. Or you could simply wait until after the dungeon crawl for the scavengers to come through and salvage the chest for you, at which point you could then buy the items back from them for a portion of its full value. In this particular case, though, it turns out that we were actually on the right track with Misty Step, the problem being that it's a 6-range spell with a spherical radius, which puts it just on the edge of being able to get us out to that ledge, but not from below because that would put us right inside that pillar. We can reach the clear parts of the ledge by positioning ourselves up on the wall like this. However, because we are working with 3-dimensional radii, we can't teleport straight down to the ledge. What we actually have to do is enable planar targeting mode, and then target our teleportation just above the ledge, at which point we will gracefully float down with Featherfall. And there we go. Slightly roundabout, but we did it. Let's see if it was worth the effort. A magnificent wand, and a ruby, which, aside from being worth 500 gold, is also a potential ingredient for enchanting items. Let's regroup near the far door, and then we'll have a look at this wand. I will say, in researching how to access that alcove, I saw some pretty interesting suggestions, but one of my favorite ones was using Spider Climb to scale the wall opposite the alcove, and then the jump spell to basically kick off the wall and leap into the alcove, which apparently did work in earlier builds. Unfortunately, in the current build, the Spider Climb spell seems really spotty as to what surfaces it'll let you cling to, and I just could not get it to work properly there. Alright, let's have a look at this wand. We already know it's magic, so we'll just skip that step. Wand of Magic Missile. During the reign of the Manicolan Empire, each officer in the Iron Legion had such a wand, a symbol of his power and authority. 7 charges, partial recharge at the beginning of each new day, and spend 1 charge to cast Magic Missile, I assume as a level 1 spell. Value's pretty decent, and it notably can be used as our spell focus, I'm still wrangling with the exact purpose of spell foci in 5th edition. They seem to be pretty interchangeable. But I get the general gist of it, I think. Anyway, solid find. Moving on. Oh, hey, that's convenient. I suppose we are getting pretty close to spent here. Guess we'll have to burn a couple of extra hours. I think we can live with that. Now, I believe this should restore all of our hit points, hit dice, and spell slots. We could have probably made it through another encounter or two, but we were definitely getting pretty close to exhaustion. Oh, okay. So there is actually a limit to the amount of hit dice you recover per long rest. I didn't actually realize that, but it is good to know. Still, that should be more than enough to keep us going for a while. We'll just have to make sure we use those hit dice a bit more sparingly. Mana lamps. In Manacalon Ruins, you may come across these magical lamps. They use magical power and cast a brighter and more reliable light than torches. Any magical damage will activate them, even a cantrip. Interesting. Though I can't help but notice that it specified magical damage. Let's see if we can light this thing up with sparkle. That doesn't actually inflict any damage, but it should work. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I believe they just added the Sparkle and Shine cantrips in the latest update, so they obviously haven't revised the tutorial yet to take that into account. Also, I believe that was Yvreth telling us to proceed with caution. Noted.
Stay hidden. They're here.
Zorax?
What else could they be?
You ready to do this?
Get in position, hit him hard, and take him by surprise.
Ready.
Oh. It's taken the liberty of spreading our guys out for us. But let's get a better idea of what we're looking at first. Multiple unlit mana lamps. It'll help if we light up as many of those things as possible. Pretty sure I mentioned it back in the Ancient Tower, but the Sorax gain bonuses in dark conditions. We'll go ahead and bring Henrik up on point. And we know the Sparkle spell does not aggro, so... Nice, there we go. Alright, walkway on the right has collapsed. I'm not seeing anything notable down there. We've got another mana lamp out here. But that one's far out enough, I'm not going to worry about it. We do have something going on here, though. Let's have Sir break off. Get a closer look at that. Oh yeah, we've got what looks to be a hidden chamber back here. We'll have to be wary of that saboteur, though. Okay. So that would let us flank them. Interesting. Yeah, it's a bit of a risk, but let's have Sir set up shop over here. With his higher stealth score, he should get off a few good shots before they spot him. Then we can just have him run back to the party. Might as well hedge our bets. And here we go. Oh, my. And he's still in stealth. We're off to a good start here. We've also got surprise, but let's go ahead and keep Henrik concealed. We're in a pretty good elevated spot, so I don't see much benefit in rushing out into the open. I believe this should be our final encounter, so we will burn spells with impunity. Not terrible, I suppose. Well, hello there. From the Fancy Pants intro, I'm guessing that is our requisite boss fight. Solid hit, but Sir just lost concealment. Let's get him out of there. Oh, good. Completely healed that magic missile damage. Neat. 2d6 is average 7 damage per bolt. Okay. Lovely. So disconcerting. And that guy's at least a level 5 caster. Good to know. Looks like they're hanging back for now. So let's focus fire on the caster. Oh, shoot. Okay, so he has shield as well. Duly noted. And this is where Sir shines. Hit and run tactics. Though, that is not going to get him through that hole, unfortunately. Okay, well, let's try this. Nice hit. We'll see if we can get him the rest of the way out next round. Oh. Istvan gets a reaction attack. Unexpected. Ah, I see. Alright, so Yvreth is now vulnerable to poison and piercing damage, so we'll have to keep that in mind. Shields up. Let's go ahead and burn down that Saboteur. And then we'll spill over into the Wounded Warrior. Nice. Oh, shoot. What was... Guiding Bolt. Okay. What kind of caster is that? Shield and Fly are both arcane, but Guiding Bolt is divine. Alright, sir. Let's get you out of there. Okay, so he can disengage through the hole. It'll just take all his movement. As a bonus, with him now blocking the tunnel, I don't think the Sorak can actually follow him. Very nice. What's that leave us with? 2 warriors, the caster and the Saboteur. Let's see if we can burn down that caster. Or at least burn up all his shield spells. That will do. Though, I'm not sure what the poison damage came from. We did hit him with that poison bolt. This might be a lingering effect. Aha! I do love those reaction spells. Or Yvreth. She's a beast, but you're just not going to land hits with 2s and 4s. Still, she is definitely fulfilling her purpose. She's keeping the Sorax off of Istvan, and giving Sir some nice open shots. Oh, there goes half of Istvan's health. So we are not out of the woods just yet. Oh, shoot. Okay. I clicked on the wrong disengage button. Gotta be more careful with that. Just had to get that one last hit in, huh? Well, that's fine. Enjoy being hacked apart. I feel like she should be doing more damage. Average should be in the 7 to 8 per swing range. We'll have to double check the numbers.
They didn't die easily.
They bleed just like we do.
Now, just need one of their frickin' heads.
Oh, look at that. I believe those survival rolls are to determine how much info we add to our bestiary. That's fun. Alright. I think it's fairly obvious they want us to check out that crown on the raised pedestal. But let's go ahead and grab our loot first. Nothing spectacular, but more poison. Oh, and even more poison. I believe the one we used in this fight was higher potency, but obviously we'll take what we can get. Nothing notable there. We're starting to build up a pretty hefty stock of Sorak spines, but we don't have a recipe to refine them yet, so we can't do anything with them. Let's see here. Poison stuff goes to Sir, as do generic loot items. Potion and crafting ingredients go to Istvan. Okay, I believe that's everything, so let's have a look at the not at all ominous pedestal.
Would you look at this?
A crown of some kind?
They seem to keep their distance from it.
Maybe it's cursed.
Look what I found.
Let me take a look. Looks like ancient Temarian. If you find it, send for... This appears to be a name.
That has to be a Sorak name.
They were protecting it. It must be of great value to them.
Ah, okay, so someone has to take it. Which means the real question here is, who should take it? We have no idea what the long-term ramifications might be. I guess we'll go with Istvan. That seems appropriate.
Take it then.
All right.
Well, I was worried it might be booby-trapped.
Perhaps we should rest before we head back.
I say we go, before the owner of that unpronounceable name shows his ugly face. The mission is done, after all.
Is it? Did someone cut off a Sorak's head?
All right then, I'll do it.
The sooner we go, the sooner we can get back to Caer Kiflin.
After you, friends.
Intriguing. Very intriguing. Huh. It actually looks halfway decent on him. Oh, good. And it is locked to his skull. That's always a good sign. You have found this crown in the old Tower of Magic, guarded by Sorax. It is probably magical, but needs identification. Oh, man, 10,000 gold, huh? Not too shabby. Of course, we can't actually sell it while it's superglued to Istvan's head. Yeah, might as well do a full sweep. Oh, worth noting, I already identified the items we found last time. Nothing unexpected. A couple of +1 items and a greater potion of healing. Let's go ahead and hit that crown with an ID spell. Oh, hold on. I can't actually select it for identification, but it's already telling us some effects. +1 to savings throws and +2 to intimidation and persuasion checks. Interesting. At any rate, we've got what we came for, so I think we're just about done. Oh, how did I miss that? Right. When we first came in, it automatically moved us into attack position, so I guess my attention was on the Sorax, not on the things behind us. Another set of primed leather. Blood Ruby. This magical gem contains immense power. It can be fused with a primed weapon in order to enchant it. The process requires time, as well as proficiency with the Enchanter's Rosary. And a recipe for Scrolls of Mage Armor, which obviously we already have, so that is basically just vendor trash. Still, not bad. Severed Head. And Sorakath letter. A letter found on the corpse of a Sorakath, close to the crown. It must be somewhere within the old tower. If you find it, send for the char. Protect it with your lives. Well, credit where credit is due. They did indeed protect it with their lives. It just wasn't enough. Alright, I feel like we have, yeah, I think we've hit just about everything at this point. Let's go ahead and fast travel back to the entrance. Yeah, I think we're good. I am tempted to do one more pass, but I feel like we were pretty thorough. We've got about a week's worth of travel ahead of us, so let's go ahead and queue up some crafting. Shoot, I was hoping we could do more scrolls of mage armor, but we don't have enough abyss moss. Worth noting, we can now do scrolls of cure light wounds and potions of healing. Apparently a hidden prereq for those was hitting level 3. Ah, and we can now do poison as well. Nice. I guess we'll do a healing potion. Not that we've really needed any. You know what? Let's go ahead and do a Scroll of Fog Cloud as well. I'm not a big fan of that spell, but it certainly can't hurt to have one on hand. And off we go. There's our potion. A troubled night. Our heroes take a well-deserved rest, but the mood is somber.
You look a little pale. Is something wrong?
I don't feel too good.
I knew that old crown was cursed.
You don't know that.
Just get rid of it.
No, we need it.
Need it? For what?
For its power. I can feel it. Deep inside.
Are you okay?
I just need to rest for a bit.
Yeah, I'm not feeling too good either.
I'm exhausted as well.
Maybe the curse has affected us all.
Stop it. Don't be ridiculous.
I propose we set up camp and get some rest.
Well, that certainly bodes well. Also, we've been ambushed by bandits, so that's cool. On the bright side, we're not actually sleeping. We're just surprised. Huh. I think that is exactly what that guy did last time. Right. We're about to complete a long rest, so no need to hold back. Shields up. Failed knockdown attempt on your breath. Let's do a little crowd control. Let's hedge our bets and bump that up to level 2. This should drop at least 2 of them. Yeah, that'll do. Fall back. We'll get Sir out of there too.
another victory.
Very nice.
You'll die like the rest.
Palpable hit.
And now begins our bloody harvest.
Gotcha.
Oh, right. I actually forgot that in 5th edition, you can only do sneak attack damage once per round. Not too shabby. I feel like we should start crafting something, but I don't think we really need more scrolls of Magic Missile or Fog Cloud. Yeah, sure. We'll do a Scroll of Bless. There's our poison. I suppose we might as well get started on more. Oh, or maybe not. We're out of blood daffodils. That's fine. We'll just focus on getting back to town. I can stock up on ingredients there. And we have arrived. I was kind of hoping for another random encounter, but I suppose we're already pretty overloaded. Alright folks, we need to report back to the council, but we're already past time, so I think we're at a pretty good stopping point. Let's hit the pause button for now. I will take care of our inventory management off screen, offload all the vendor trash, and stock up on assorted ingredients, and we'll pick up here next time. See you then. Oh, and remember, although I do love playing Solasta, you can find out more about the game by visiting the official website, the official YouTube and Twitch channels, the official social media feeds, or the official store pages. As always, links are in the description.
All right then, I'll do it.